What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy, man, Matthew Shack, live here in Los Angeles on Friday afternoon. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered for the second time today. Breaking news. Breaking news. The Raiders are getting ready to sign linebacker Devin White. Linebacker Devin White, who was on the Super Bowl winning team in Tampa Bay with Tom Brady. And I got something to say about it. First things first, man. Salute to the Unfiltered Nation. Salute to the Unfiltered fam. Salute to the Mod Squad. Salute to the goons. Run the likes up. Keep the likes at 50%. Last but not least, tip your bartender, man. You know, this right here, bro, we was on earlier, man, talking about Hunter Renfrow in the building, and I got to talk about Devin White, okay? Because you know why? Because this right here, man, has some meaning to me. It has some meaning to me, all right? And I'm going to go ahead and talk about that, man. But also, make sure that you ask Tom Telesco what he thinks about it. Make sure you ask Tom Telesco. Oh, yeah, he doesn't have a job because he tried to sabotage AP. Well, he didn't try to. He sabotaged AP, and he didn't do anything else besides draft Brock Bowers, which wasn't enough. So make sure you guys pick up the Ask Tom Telesco shirt because I'm always going to have it. I'm always going to wear it. With that being said, man, Devin White, you guys, Devin White is a player, is the player that got away. Devin White is the player that got away. Because it's time to what? Blaze one for the nation. Devin White, you guys, was the 5th pick in the NFL draft in 2019. And we've seen him play for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He's had several 100 tackle seasons. He was dynamic linebacker. When he was, coming into the league, he was a player that got away. Because just in case you forgot, I'm here to remind you. The Raiders drafted 4th that year. Devin White was picked number 5. Just to show you how bad of a drafting team the Raiders have been in the last 7 years or so. The player that we picked over Devin White, when Devin White was a legitimate defensive rookie of the year, we drafted Clelin Ferrell. You can't make it up. We drafted Clelin Ferrell over Devin White. And when John Gruden and Mike Mayock did that, bro, I was doing a live. I was actually on Facebook at that time. Dude, I screamed at the TV on the live like, what in the hell are we doing? Devin White sitting right there. Okay? And then we repeated that same thing by grabbing the wrong guy many a time. But a person who's on our team right now, who we drafted ahead of another player, goes by the name of Tyree Wilson, when we could have drafted Jalen Carter at the next pick. We had the 7th pick, we picked Tyree Wilson, and the Eagles picked, you guessed it, Jalen Carter, who just did what? Won a Super Bowl. I mean, you can't make it up, bro. It's 2 times that we've made that critical mistake where we drafted the wrong dude, okay? All right? You should have looked more at the table before you asked the one in the front to dance, because the one in the back looked a hell of a lot better, and you made a mistake on that one, okay? You made a mistake, right? So this right here with Devin White coming to the Raiders is like we get a do-over to a certain degree, okay? All right? To a certain degree, because we should have drafted Devin White. We should have drafted him. But let's understand something, okay? All right? You know, I got the doors open, you guys. So we'll get to them. I got the doors open. All right. Uh, there's going to be flies flying in here. Just I have the doors open. All right. So here's the thing that I want to say. All right. We know you guys are running around. We've been talking about trying to pick up Devin White for a couple of years. All right. But we got to understand something. All right. Here's what we got to understand. The Devin White that we're getting, I took care of it already. I already got rid of him. The Devin White that we're talking about is not the same guy that you guys remember. All right. He has the same name. He looks the same. He might even wear the same number, but he's not the same guy. All right. He's not the same guy, bro. Just to let you know, over the last couple of years, I say maybe the last 2 or 3 seasons, Devin White has been, when he was with Tampa, and this is a straight Brady and Spytek situation. Devin White is a former teammate of TB12, and John Spytek was on that. He was on that staff, administration staff when they drafted Devin White. Devin White was balling. But over the last couple of years, it was said that he kind of got disenchanted with playing football. All right. And being disenchanted with playing football, he was accused of that. He went last year. He signed a deal, a $4 million deal for the Eagles. And under Dick Fangio's defense, who we all know absolutely stymied Kansas City in the Super Bowl, he didn't even play a down for them because he got cut in October. All right. He got cut in October. All right. So he didn't even make the team that won the Super Bowl. He was not on the roster. OK. They went ahead and went with Zach, the linebacker. They got Zach Brafa, whatever his name is. OK. I know his name is Zach. All right. Let's get these likes up, you guys. So Devin White, even though it's kind of bittersweet to me because it's like you finally got to date the girl that you liked in high school, but she's 60 pounds heavier now. Like, shit, that ain't the same girl that was in homeroom class, man, in junior year. Now she done pushed out about 3 or 4 kids, and even though it's her, it ain't her. You know what I'm saying? So, is it really a flex now that you hanging out with her now, when she used to be the finest girl in school? Or is it, hey, it don't matter, it's the same girl, dog, just, different time, different period. I mean, it's all a matter how you look at it. All right. So for me, it's bittersweet because it's like, man, he should have been a Raider. He fits the pedigree of a Raider, but he might be a little bit past his prime, bro. I mean, he really played bad. All right. He played bad the last 2 years. Now, with that being said, bro, the Raiders have always been a team where people came to the Raiders to revitalize their careers. That was a staple. That's been a staple of our mantra of what we've done with free agents. We've always done that, bro. And unfortunately for us, it hasn't panned out like it used to pan out. All right. There's a player who all the Raider Nation is going to say he's legendary. But when he came to the Raiders, he was considered to be washed up and injured. And his name was Lyle Alzado. When Lyle Alzado came over to the Raiders from the Broncos, in the latter part of the 70s and early 80s, he had been injured and he had been told that he was no longer effective. And Al Davis said, I'll take him. He came to the Raiders and you know the rest, So we just haven't been lucky with that. Look at the reclamation projects we had. Every year we have one. OK, we had one last year by the name of Gardner Minshew. How did that work out? We had one the year before that by the name of Jimmy Garoppolo. How'd that work out? OK, we've had other people come over. Chandler Jones, who played good for a while, and then he just turned into a guy who couldn't keep it together. All right. We can go back to the old days. We can go back to the you guys remember the wide receiver Tyrell Wilson? What was his name? wide receiver, okay? Jordy Nelson, Tyrell Williams. That's what I'm thinking of. Tyrell Williams, remember him coming over from the Chargers? What did he do? Nothing. Jordy Nelson, what happened to him? Nothing. I mean, we could keep going on and on, bro, and talk about players who used to have it. Then they come over here and they don't get it done. Carson Palmer, okay? So I'm just hoping, Tyrell Williams. I just thought of his name. Let's not forget, man, that everybody that comes to the Raiders doesn't mean you're going to be good, bro. I mean, I know a lot of us think that. We think as soon as you put on that silver and black, you automatically turn into Howie Long. You automatically turn into, Jack Tatum, or you automatically turn into Fred Biletnikoff. Nah, dog. Like, most of the time they don't work out. Most of the time over the last 10 or 15 years, these players come over here, they don't pan out. Look at Randy Moss, bro. Randy Moss, without question, he came over, didn't pan out. He went to the other team, it panned out. Antonio Brown he didn't even play it down for us. Okay, we can keep going on and on and on. Even though Devontae Adams played well for us, man, it didn't work out. Because of what he expected. So when it comes to Devin White, and put your questions down. Those who tip your bartender get their questions read first. So with the Devin White situation, it's bittersweet with me. It's like, damn, he's a Raider, but he's not the same cat, man. It's like, damn, we should have drafted him. He was right there, and he would have been doing everything he did for Tampa. He would have been doing for us. But John Gruden, man, I mean, he said, we're drafting high character guys. Yeah, Clelin Ferrell was definitely a high character guy. Clelin Ferrell was definitely a guy who was liked in the locker room. But on that grass, he was trash. Let's just keep it a buck. Wow. He was absolute boo-boo. Okay, and then we don't want to talk about Alex Leatherwood. We don't talk about all the other guys that we just whiffed on. But this Devin White situation, bro, I'm going to look at it as a dub. I'm going to look at it as a last-second field goal dub. Not no blowout win, but I'm going to look at it like, okay, our linebacking core got decimated, all right? We lost 100 tackle linebacker, but we gained a guy who used to be a 100 tackle a year guy. Used to be a couple of years ago. We're getting these reclamation projects, the Raheem Mosterts, okay? So these are the things that we're talking about, man. So what we're talking about, all right? Don't pay attention to anybody. I told you I got the flies in. The flies are coming in the building, okay? We're going to spray them with some Raid. Don't even worry about it, okay? But with that being said, man, I think it's cool. I think it's a cool signing. It's a one-year deal. I don't know what the terms are. It's a one-year deal. I think it's cool. And maybe Pete Carroll has plans for Devin. Maybe Devin is going to, come back and play lights out. Maybe he's needed a couple of years because he didn't play last season. So, he did come back a little late in the year. I think he ended up with like 17 tackles or something like that. But he's not the same guy. So just wanted to make that clear. He's not the same guy. Okay. But, hey, man, it's like I said before, bro, you didn't have a prayer, a prayer in heaven to date this girl, to date Maxine. But now Maxine's hollering at you, bro. But hey, man, just 8 years later, Maxine don't look the same. Okay. But you're going to have to understand, hey, man, it's still an opportunity, bro. You could put that feather in your cap, but don't act like it's the same girl. When you show somebody, you better pull out the yearbook. Yo, man, look at that. Ha ha. Ooh, dog, yeah. Don't show her the real. Don't show her social media. Because then cats are going to laugh at you. They're going to like, is that her mama? You trying to clown. No, is that really her mama, though? Look like her mama. Oh, that's her. Nah, dog. Nah. Not the same, bro. You don't get the same clap count on that, okay? So, like I said, now, if you want to clean her up, go to the gym with her, work her out, see if you can get her back into game shape, cool. But Devin White, man, before you guys start running down the freeway butt naked on fire like a lot of these people on here are doing right now, he's not the same cat. The cat he got cut on the best defense in football, which is the Philadelphia Eagles. He never played a down for the Eagles. He got cut. And understand, he came to the team in October. Okay? So, not October, late in the, preseason, and he wasn't ready. And they let him go, dog. They just cut his ass. So I'm hoping that he, Pete can light a fire under him. One thing that Pete Carroll does is that Pete Carroll is a guy who is a master motivator. Pete Carroll is a guy who's a master motivator. He's a defensive genius. He created one of the greatest defenses in the history of football that, without question, has the dopest name of any defense I've ever heard of. Okay, the Legion of Boom, that name is without question the greatest defensive unit name I've ever heard. That shit is dope. Okay, yeah, the Soul Patrol was dope. Yeah, the Steel Curtain was dope. Yeah, the Doomsday Defense of Dallas was dope. Yeah, Orange Crush. Yeah, all that shit tight. But that Legion of Boom, bro, that shit was dope as shit. When I heard, I was like, yeah. And he had all the pieces there. So is Devin White going to be Cam Chancellor in this defense? I mean, they played similar. Of course, Cam was better, but how much better was he? Devin White was a problem. And just to let you know, okay, and I'm going to get to it. Just to let you know, if you don't remember Devin White, let me remind you who he was. When we played Tampa in 2000, Devin White had the best game of his career against the Raiders, against the Las Vegas Raiders. He had 3 sacks in that game, 3 sacks, some strip fumbles. He was everywhere, bro. He was absolutely cooking our offense, bro. He was destroying us. One-man wrecking crew. Okay, so he's one of those guys who I'm probably gonna hear, and I'm gonna read you guys his questions. Yo, Shaq, he got 3 sacks against the Raiders back in 2000. Remember when y'all was saying, oh, Gardner Minshew was the last person to beat us when we were in Oakland? Remember that? We're gonna be hearing that from these casuals, bro. They're gonna bring up what I just brought up. Devin White one day he had 3 sacks against us, man. He's a beast. Dude, and Al Bundy had 4 touchdown games for Polk High for one day. He had 4, remember? Love and marriage. Remember that, dog? Okay. All right. So that's what it is. Okay. So what we need to understand is I'm going to give it a dub for now. Okay? But like I said before, bro, you're dating the prom queen 80 pounds ago. 80 pounds ago, bro. That it's the prom queen. It's her. It's a girl to give you the time of day. But it's 80, bro. It's 80. You better hope it went to those right places, bro. But that's 80, bro. Like, that's not the same. Back in the days, you would have been picking her up. Now she's picking your ass up. She's picking your ass up now, dog. That's what it is, guy. Just let you know. All right. But definitely had to report it. Devin White, man. Damn, dog. Why couldn't you be here in 2019? We could have used you. We could have used Devin White in his prime, bro. I mean, wow, man. Wow. But I don't think he's expensive. I think he's going to be, probably pretty cheap. And I think he's in a prove it deal. Now, I'll tell you this right now. Here's another thing about him, you guys, because I know how we are about names. Devin White has a name. He does. That's a guy who's, if you know football, you know that man's name. But I'm going to tell you this. And he's a Super Bowl champion. And he's a former teammate of Tom Brady. And he's a former player under John Spytek when he was the assistant general manager with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm giving him all his props because people are going to come over here and act like it's the same guy. Here's what he did bad in his prime when he was playing good. He wasn't a good cover linebacker. Stopped the run, but we had somebody that could do that in Robert Spillane. All right? And E. Landon is the same. He is a run stopper. We need a linebacker that can run sidelines to sidelines to cover a Travis Kelce, to cover, a slot receiver coming over the side, a running back coming out of the backfield. Let's not get it misconstrued. Devin White in his prime was not a person that was good in pass coverage. He was bad. He was one of the worst cover linebackers in the game when he was in his prime. He was bad. All right. Pretty much a guaranteed catch. And him chasing somebody. It sounds like Diablo to me. Divine Diablo. You already seen this movie before. I'm trying to give you guys, a accurate assessment up front. Okay? All right? He is not a good cover linebacker, bro. I'm telling you that shit now. And he's not the same guy. But with that being said, bro, do we need him? Yeah. Our linebacking core is decimated, dog. Robert Spillane is going to take, you're going to have to do a linebacker by committee, bro. Robert Spillane was 160 tackles. And I already told you last live, the third most tackles in the NFL in the last 3 years was Robert Spillane. And you let him walk out the door. Now, if we would have kept Spillane and then we would have got Devin White, that would have been like, okay, cool. Now we're doing something. All right. But we didn't do that. All right. So definitely wanted to make that, extremely clear to you guys, man. I'm happy to about this much because it's like I always said Devin White should have been a Raider, but I've been saying this years ago, like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Now he's coming over again. Now he's back, bro. Like I said, man, is it really a flex that she likes you now? Is it really a flex now that she done had 5 baby daddies and now she likes you? I mean, is that a flex, bro? Cause you remember what Mike Jones used to say, okay? Back then you didn't want me. Now I'm hot. You're all on me. I mean, come on, bro. All on the Raiders now, dog. Everything done dried up. Okay, and now you want to come and play for the Raiders. I mean, it is what it is, man. But that's what happens when you become Captain Saberho. When you become, not calling him one, I'm just using it as a metaphor. When you become Captain Saberho, man, you known to save him. Can I save her? I want to be saved. Raiders are here to save whoever needs a bag, okay? But when you're in your prime, you don't want to come to the Raiders. When you actually playing like you should play, you don't want to come over here. You want to come after you already, your baby daddy left you, and now you got to figure out how you're going to pay that Section 8. Now you want to hang out with Shacky Shack. Okay, let's get these likes up, you guys. So that's what it is. It's a good signing. But it isn't great. Let's not act like Tom Brady and them because you guys are. I'm already hearing. Oh man, Devin White. Woo, woo, woo. Y'all doing all of that, dog. It's not the same cat, man. Understand it. Like I said before, bro. Yeah, like I said, dog. All right. Okay. I'm trying to tell you, Billie Jean is old as shit now. Okay. She old now. All right. So, yeah, her name Billie Jean, okay, but she's 76 now. So I'm just trying to tell you, brother, don't make this into something it ain't. All right. So the Raiders look like they signing Devin White. 6 years too late, bro. 5 years too late. Come on, man. Damn, man. Cleveland Farrell, bro. We're going to be saying the same thing at the, when Jalen Carter is at the end of his run, because both of these guys mirror each other. Devin White won a Super Bowl in his second year. Okay. And Jalen Carter won a Super Bowl in his second year. These dudes both, and we drafted 2 dudes ahead of them that ain't on their level. So when we get Jalen Carter 4 years from now, 5 years from now, don't come to me acting like, yeah, man, we got Jalen Carter, dog. I was like, yeah, dog. Yeah, man. You see those 7 kids that's trailing behind her, dog? I mean, all of those are hers too, bro. Like, okay, man, like, don't come around here acting like you really doing some shit. Like, okay, bro. I mean, you know, you better go back in the hot tub time machine or some shit. Go back. All right. So that's what it is, bro. So I definitely needed to come in and say that. I just got home, bro. You know what I'm saying? It gives me an excuse to what? Blaze one for the nation. And I got me a little tasty beverage. And, you know, come in here, chop it up with you guys, see what you guys think about Devin White. So before I start reading it, man, number one, man, put a 1 in the chat if you like the signing of Devin White to the Raiders, okay? And put a 2 in the chat if you don't, all right? Let's just start lining them up. And like I said before, whoever tips the bartender gets read first, and we already know what it is. So start lining it up, man, okay? And like I said, man, anybody on here that's doing something strange for some change, then let them do what it is they do, bruh. Diddy oil, let them get their Diddy oil on, dog, okay? Unless you want to put some on them, I wouldn't comment, all right? Miss Patrice with the $9.99 dono. Been at the hospital. Oh, man. Been at the hospital with mom. Day 2, potassium crucially low. Doing you a whole lot better. Prayers up. Thank you for the OG. Hey, moms are sacred, Patrice. You know, mom, when it comes to moms, man, mamas, we don't play. You know what I'm saying? Let mom know we love her. Let mom know we got the prayers for her, okay? And everything's going to be all right, you know? Everything's going to be cool, man. You got her. She's in the best care she could be in, okay? And she got you as a daughter, so she's good, okay? She's real good. All right, man. Much love and respect on that. All right. Carlos Sanchez, I appreciate the $5 dono on the Cash App, okay? Yeah, it just pops up on my screen. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah. My boy Los. All right, man, let me go ahead and read what you guys are talking about, man. But I think I've told you guys how I feel about Devin White. I always said he should have been a Raider. I feel good about that part. But what Devin White are we getting, bro? And from what it looks like we're getting the bargain basement price version of Devin White. But we don't know. He might just turn into a absolute monster. I mean, people win comeback player of the year every year. You know that, right? People come back and win comeback player of the year every year. There's somebody who just comes back and just kills it and resurrects themselves, dog. Okay, so we don't know, and hopefully he has a bug in his ear, and Pete Carroll to tell him, yo, man, used to be who it is, and TB12, that's his ex-teammate. So we don't need to. Come on, bro. I need for Devin White to show up, bro. I really do. I need him to show up. Okay, if he could show up, it's oh wow, that really helps. All right, so let me read your comments. Justice Saw says Shaq is back. What's going on? Sarah, I'm good. Sarah, I'm just waiting. It's gonna be taco time pretty soon, man. Carter asada, man. Fresh guacamole, sour cream on mine. Oh, it's gonna be good. Yeah, man. Just waiting, man. It ain't time yet. Okay. Beautiful day here in LA. Very nice. Great smoking weather. Great sun. Traffic wasn't crazy today, even though it's a Friday, because it's a 3-day weekend. So, you know, a lot of people are going to be out for Cesar Chavez Day on Monday. So a lot of people already took the day off, or they went to Vegas. They took this off so they can have a 4-day weekend, took Friday off, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So, hey, man, it's cool. All right. Hope it stays like this. All right. Winton Thomas, Devin White, let's go. It's something that should have happened. Devin White is one of them guys that should have been a Raider, and now he is. But that's all we get. That's all we get, man. Okay, but we know there's going to be some channels. Oh, let me show you why Devin White is going to be the next Lawrence Taylor. Look at this. Look, and there's going to be all this old ass footage, bro. It's going to be footage. Yeah, man, back in 1972, he was look at him, bro. He was running around, and there's going to be a channel running around. They're going to spin the wheels on this one. And some of you guys are going to fall for it. Well, Shaq, such and such said that y'all going to fall for it, bro. I'm telling you, all you got to do is just look at the statistics. The man got cut from the best defense in football in October. They weren't even playing good in October. The Eagles were playing like trash, and he didn't even make the team. They just gave him his release, just to let you know. Okay. All right. Okay. Justice Saad in traffic. But listen, Bill Holloway, hey, Bill, you fighting more traffic than me out there in Seattle, bro. I mean, shit. Man, I'm definitely avoided it. But I'm going to get back on it to get these tacos. I'm going to tell you that. All right. Justice Saad said we definitely need a linebacker. Yeah, I mean, we need more where it came from. I mean, I think that's a good pickup. It's good. Everything we've been doing is good. Not great. Everything we've been doing is good. I look at everything, bro. All the new acquisitions. Okay, good. There's nothing that's standing out. It isn't like when we got Devontae. Oh, we got Devontae Adams, the best wide receiver in football. See, it wasn't that, bro. Oh, when we got Antonio Brown, the best wide receiver in football, because at the time he was. There's no running around and twerking like y'all twerking. Woo, woo, yeah, Devin White. No, y'all over there twerking, dog. Like, everybody we got was cool. Even Gino wasn't no twerk session. Okay? I mean, some of y'all was. Okay? Some of y'all was winding it out. Oh, Gino. Y'all do too much, bro. Okay? Everything we've done has been good. Has it been groundbreaking? No. I mean, shit, you wanted to impress me, bro. You want to impress me, get me George Pickens. I'll be like, okay. I mean, but I don't see George Pickens. I don't see all this crazy shit. But with that being said, man, Devin White, if he can, he might be a camp body. Who knows? He might come in and be a shell of himself. But we'll find out. All right. Sarah K. Scott in the house. Whittington Thomas in the house. Jesse Allen. Devin White is who I wanted us to draft when we took Cleve Farrell. I did too. But dude, I'm trying to tell you, man, when it comes to this team, I don't get what I want. I've reconciled that 20 years ago. Okay? I don't get who I want. The last person who I really wanted in the draft that the Raiders drafted is in the Hall of Fame. And his name is Charles Woodson. When we drafted Woody at 4, I think was it 3 or 4? It was one of those two. It was either 3 or 4. I've only really got 2 players that I ever really wanted in my 51 years as a fan of this team. That was Marcus Allen when we drafted Marcus Allen in 82. I really wanted him. We got him. And then we drafted Charles Woodson. Outside of that, man, I haven't gotten who I really wanted, bro. Like, I really want this guy, and then I got him. No. It has not happened since those guys. All right? Okay? I mean, we drafted Jamarcus Russell, and even though we needed a quarterback, I was saying, man, please, old man, draft this wide receiver out of Georgia Tech by the name of Calvin Johnson. You would know him as Megatron. I was like, please draft him. Nope. We're going to draft Jafat ass. Okay, we're going to draft Jafat ass Russell, and that's what we got. He's drinking codeine on the sidelines. Wow. The other guy's in the Hall of Fame. I mean, it just doesn't work out for us the way I want it to. All right? It is what it is. All right? Okay? All right. Yeah, man, we need a linebacker like we need nostrils. I mean, we do. I mean, we got a linebacker. All right? We got a couple of them. We'll see what they do. Ruben Nava, man, bring back Renfro. Teresa 13. I know, man. Okay? Salute. Matthew Sheck Unfiltered and Unfiltered Nation. That's Unfiltered. That's what it is. Okay, Justice Saab. Salute to all the goons in the chat. Bill Holloway. Yeah, we should have had him instead of Farrell. Nah, man, but your boy Gruden outsmarted himself, bro. That's the thing about Chuck, man. When Chuck came back the second time, Chuck was just He was looking at this like, yeah, I'm gonna make this player into this player. It's like the person who thinks that, you know, they think that they can, like, hey man, I'm about to go to Round Table. Round Table? Man, I make a better pizza than Round Table, man. Man, well, save your money, bro. Come to my house, man. Let me show you how a real pizza tastes. You're like, okay, shit, I'm gonna go to your house and check it out. He talks a good game, man. You get over there, man. That pizza's cardboard. He's got salami on it instead of pepperoni. You're like, what the hell is this? Oh man, you understand, bro? This is the way my mama used to make it. Your mama makes a nasty ass pizza, and that's Gruden. Gruden thought he can outdo Pizza Hut. Like, come on, bro. Okay. First things first, bro. Where's the mozzarella cheese at? No, Gruden was taking out, slices of American cheese and putting it on there, ripping it out of plastic. You making a hamburger? Nah, man, pizza, man, American cheese, bro. It's the way to go. Wasn't pizza invented in Italy? Oh yeah, well, man, shoot, man, they don't know what they doing over there. Let me show you how to make a real pizza. So that was Gruden, dog. Always overthinking some shit. Okay, multiple drafts. You draft Cleve Farrell. You draft Alex Leatherwood. You draft Jonathan Abram. Come on, bruh. All right, Justin Saad said, come on, dog, coupon time. What happened to this guy? Remember when y'all was telling me, oh, Shaq, he got us Brock Bowers. Ask Tom Telesco where's his job at right now, okay? I thought I saw Tom Telesco at Home Depot, bro, trying to tell me where I can get a water hose from, okay? Oh, yeah, go down the aisles to Tom Telesco? Yeah, man, go down here and, I don't want nobody I work here. Yeah, go down to aisle 38B and shit. Go down to 38B, get me a water hose, okay? Come on, man. All right, Tom Telesco, it's still Ask Tom Telesco. The shirt's still valid, and I'm still right. All right, and I'm going to keep rubbing it in your face. All right, when the time is Devin White is someone we should have drafted. Facts. Devin White might be able to revive his career under Pat Graham. That's true, too. Blaze one for the nation. Okay, Uto, Raider Nation from France. Hey, man, where in France are you, bro? I love France, okay? Paris is my favorite city, bro. I love Paris. City of Lights. I love that place, okay? Yeah, I like France. I got treated real well over there. All right, yeah, okay. All right, yeah, man. Yeah, I see you, man. You on that IP, Candy Strapper Riper? Yeah, man. Yeah, when the time you got all those beautiful cigars, bro, and you got my address. That's all I got to say to you, black man. That's all I got to say to you, okay? Hey, you better hit the post office, okay? All right. Jose Torres in the house, great pickup. See the great pickup part? Good pickup. Great. We're going to see. He possibly could. All right, like I said, man, we're about due for a guy to come over and revive his career. We're about due, bro. We haven't had nobody come over and revive their career. Okay, we haven't had somebody who was, ice cold, come back and get hot. We haven't had that in a while. Okay, we used to do it all the time. A lot of our later Raider greats, they came over when people thought they were washed up. Ted Hendricks, when he came over from the Baltimore Colts, came over, revived his career. Old man Willie Brown, the man that invented bump and run coverage, came over from the Denver Broncos, bro, and became a legend, the original 24 in the Hall of Fame. There's a bunch of guys. I remember when Mike Haynes came over, Bill Holloway, you know this. Mike Haynes, when Raider Trey, when Mike Haynes came over from the Patriots, they said that, he didn't have it anymore. He came over there and with Lester Hayes, and he made the Hall of Fame too, and we won Super Bowls. So having somebody come on, I mentioned Lyle Alzado. So we're about due for a player who has been told that he's washed up to come over here and prove he's not. Because everybody else, they were washed up and they proved exactly that they were. Okay? Ask Gardner Shit Show. He will tell you. All right? Okay? When Examen says, clearly our focus is on offense for the high draft picks. I would agree with that. This is a free agent signing. But you got to understand all these like 1 year deal. We're not solidifying the future by having people being signed for long periods of time. Next year, we'll have a whole new defense. Next year, we're going to have a whole new defense because we only got 1 year guys, bro. They're going to all be unrestricteds again. So I don't know, bro. It's like you're duct tape and you need to go buy a new hose to the radiator and you keep putting electrician's tape on it. Like, dude, just go and spend the $39 and go get you a water hose. You keep trying to tape it up, dog. Like, okay, in the cold months, it's not going to bother you. But when it starts getting hot and the temperature comes up, that damn heat going to go up on your shit like that. So, it's like either pay now or pay later. All right. Bill Holloway, they cut him last year. Houston picked him up and he did nothing. That's facts. He did. I think he had 16 tackles or something like that. Okay. Sarah K. Scott, just I feel bad for Cleveland Farrell because everyone's clowning on him, but hey, he made the NFL. Hey, dude, when you're between that lines, you could be critiqued, man, for your play, bro. That's it. That's just what it is, man. You could be critiqued. Okay. But when it gets personal, that's when you got to draw the line. All right. Like I've been trying to tell you about this entire Stephen A. Smith and LeBron James situation. Everybody wants to concentrate on what Stephen A. said about LeBron's son as far as his play. That's not the problem. The problem was the personal shit when you said as a father. Now you're being personal. Now I got to get in your face and tell you, shut the F up. Now I got to go. Now I got to come see you now because that has nothing to do with football. That's you telling me as a, questioning my parentage. Nah, dog, we ain't homies like that, dog. I don't even like you, nigga. So what the hell are you talking about? Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Cleveland Farrell, I don't feel sorry for him, dog. He made a shit ton of money. He made millions and tens of millions of dollars on us. He ain't broke. Okay. He's running around the league. He's getting paid. He's still in the league. But we don't get to not critique him for what he didn't do. You're fourth pick of the draft and you played like you was the 40th pick in the draft. Okay. Straight up. All right. Okay. So yeah, man. Okay. When Tom said all facts, proving ground, I agree. And Cuts, what's up, Skillet? I mean, we got a bunch of Mount Pleasant in the house. We got MP Hood all over the place. Okay. MP Hood's all in the building, bruh. Okay. We got all these Cardinals in here. Okay. What's going on, Skillet? All right. Hey, Patrice, tell moms, man, get well soon. We're going to be praying for her. Okay. All right. Yeah. We're taking business. All right. Okay. Devin White has to prove or bounce, period. Fell off after Tampa. He sure did. And you know what the word was on Devin White in Tampa is that he quit. Like he doesn't want to play football. He's not interested in football. That was the terminology that I remember. Because we all know as soon as somebody gets cut or they get let go, Raider Nation is, we should ban Shaq. Should we pick up Devin White? I was fielding this question 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And I was like, hey, man, I'm hearing that he lost his desire to play football. That's what I heard. I don't know if you heard that, but I heard that. Okay. So do we really know? Who's to say? All right. Okay. Straight up. Said, sure, TB12 and Spytech has a serious conversation with Devin. Show and prove. All right. You already know. Okay. Drop that history, Shaq. Alzado. Some don't work out. Some don't. The Shield decides. Oh, the Shield always chooses his own, bro. There's nothing. That's what it has been forever, bro. That's why you had people that folks gave up on come over here and become legends. They do. They come to us and become legends, or they come over here and they flame out. Like I keep saying, man, the biggest flame out free agent we ever had was Randy Moss. Because Randy Moss is, without question, the most athletically gifted wide receiver that ever played the game. His problem was he didn't have the heart. He didn't have the desire. Okay. He played when he wanted to play, and he didn't take it as seriously as he should have. But he had the skills. His skill set was, nobody had everything he had: the speed, the hands, the height, the leaping ability, the catch radius, all of that. Problem is he didn't have that heart that Jerry had. Okay, so he's the biggest one that came over here and flamed out. So Warren Sapp's in the Hall of Fame too. What did he do? Didn't do shit. Came over here and took a bag. So we have our successes and we have our failures, bro. Okay? And we have to understand that. Yeah, Tyrell Williams. Y'all forgot about Tyrell Williams. Didn't y'all? Y'all didn't think about no Tyrell Williams, bro. Yeah, that's just, let's go to show you. It's all in here, bro. I was like, yeah, Tyrell Williams. Oh, yeah, I forgot we had Tyrell Williams. Yeah, that's what you were saying in your head. Okay, straight up. All right. Yeah, Denarius Moore. I remember Denarius Moore. Denarius Moore was he was fast, but he was like a possession receiver, bro. I mean, I can go back and mention him. I can mention Ronald Curry. I mean, there's a bunch of dudes that we had that that we came over. I mean, Ronald Curry was a basketball player, played for North Carolina. He was a basketball player, came over. I mean, there's a bunch of dudes that we can name. All right, but Devin White, man, he's a top 5 draft pick. This is a guy that's a former top 5 pick. Devin, I don't know what you got to do, bro. I don't know if you got to. I don't know what you got. I don't know if you need to drink some ayahuasca. I don't know what you need to do, but you need to come back, bro, and ball. You come back and ball, man. We're going to love you, dog. We'll take care of you as a Raider. We will. One thing that Raider Nation will do, if you come over here and you play your ass off and you play your heart out, we're going to definitely give you your respect and your love. We're definitely going to give it to you. But if you come over here, dog, and you stink up the joint, you're going to get it. All right. Appreciate that $9.99, Patrice. Thank you so much. Black and Gray out. What did it do? Devin White. We'll see what he got. Okay. 93 now said Antonio Brown. Yeah, man. Antonio. See, the thing about it is, man, over here, bro, I'm going to always lead my shit with the truth, bro. Regardless of however anybody else sees it. When Antonio Brown came over to the Raiders, he was the best wide receiver in football. Sarah K. Scott's on here. She is a Steeler. Okay? He was the best wide receiver in football. But that hit that Vontaze Burfict put on his ass made him into the cat he is today. That dude never played a down for us, not even in preseason. Okay? And a lot of you guys own that Antonio Brown jersey. Y'all fell for that shit and bought that shit. You did. You know you got an AB jersey with the Raiders on it, number 84 in your closet. You know you did. I know a lot of people. I even go to the games and see 1 or 2 people have it on. Because they're like, hey, man, I bought it. I'm going to wear it. Okay? Just keeping it a buck. All right? All right? I like that sign. I'm cool with Devin White. I like it too. Okay? I don't love it, but I like it. All right? Okay? Straight up, Sarah, talking to Miss Patrice. Yes, we're sending prayers her way. All right? Yes. That's right. When times our organization cheap, let's be real. Short contracts with projects. Sounds like a rebuild to me, man. I keep trying to tell you guys don't want to see the forest for the trees. It sounds like a rebuild to me, man. No commitment to nobody. Even where is the extension for Geno Smith? Where's the extension for Geno Smith? It's a 1-year, $31 million deal still. And where's the press conference? Have we had a press conference for Geno Smith yet? Why? What's taking so long? The man's been on the team a month. Okay, Fidel Flores talk about Maxine. Yeah, Maxine ain't what she used to be. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Yes. Okay, all right, man. Handling my business. Okay. We got some Niner Empire. Hey, man, if you're a Niner fan, sub the channel. It's not a Raider channel, dog. Everybody's welcome over here as long as you got a good take and you got common sense. Okay, sub the channel. We got a bunch of Niner Empire cats on here. All right. Okay. Yeah, he hasn't been in the league since 2000. All right. Straight up. Okay. Pack fan in the house, man. Sub the channel. Okay. If you're ready, I like Devin White. I like him too, man, but I don't love him. Okay. All right. Never get it misconstrued. Never. All right. Carl Sanchez, what's going on? All right. Like slacking. Get him up. Yeah, let's roll him up, dog. Let's roll him up in the pan. Bully face. What's going on? All facts. All right, man. Official Meech. Seahawks checking in. We got 12 in the building. Sub the channel. Okay. Good point on White. Hey, man, I'm just gonna tell you the truth, man. I'm gonna let all these other content creators gas you up, bro. They're gonna fatten you up for the kill, bro. Okay. Y'all want to be the Thanksgiving turkey, man. They feeding you well for a reason. Okay. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna tell you the truth. All right. Okay. Leaf said, can you get some Cubans in Vegas? I mean, if I could, I would. Okay, but I bring my own cubes. So that's unless you got it like that, I guarantee you, if you in the high roller table and you're winning, they'll get you a Cuban. They'll figure it out. All right. Okay, AT in the building. What's going on, big dog? Okay, John Garrett said, who do you predict will win the next Super Bowl? I can't call. It's too early, man. Too early for me to do that. All right. Official Meats use him as a pass rusher, not every down backer. I think he'll do decent. I think so too, man. But I mean, he's not a great cover guy, man. And we got a lot of dudes that are going to cause a lot of problems. And that those slot receivers and those running backs coming out the backfield and those tight ends is going to be a problem. So we'll see. All right, I see all the ones. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Bill Holloway said 2. Bill, why you say 2? Okay. Aaron Smith 1, 1, 1. Jacob Soda said 2. Okay. Yeah, sweep out the handicap. Yeah, man. I see what you're saying. All right, Patrice. Yes. I feel like Pete Carroll's going to get him right. I mean, if anybody can, it'll be him. Like I said, Pete is a master motivator. He's a man that can get you to play, bro. He's a player's coach. Highly respected. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right, we got a Cowboy fan in the house. Sub the channel. Okay. Carl Sanders said, you got your Chef Curry shirt. Yeah, man, send a pic of that, dog. Told you Chef Curry's tight. Trying to tell you, we got more shit coming. Yeah, man. Make sure you guys go to the Matthew Shack Unfiltered official store on Google. Get you some NBA merch. We got the dope NBA merch. Steph Curry, Jason Tatum. We got people on here. Even my boy Chris Leonard got him. Kevin Durant. You know, we got the NBA shit too. Okay. Of course, I've heard of Privada cigars, bro. Of course, I've had a few. All right. Yeah, official merch. Okay. Official meat. If White balls out on this 1-year deal, you can see him back on a 2-year deal. Okay. I mean, show and prove with all these guys. All right. P-Dog. Pretty Wild Chase ended up in Long Beach. Hope everyone is okay. Well, man, this is the land of the chases, bruh. I mean, this is where everything happens. Shit, P-Dog, you remember that slow chase? O.J. Simpson, man, right here on the 405, bro. Sitting in front of the TV watching him do that shit. Okay, crazy as hell. All right, yeah, 2 years of no productivity. Whittington Thomas could be worse. Egalitarian was going on. God, Thomas Beltran says 1. All right, I see it. Everybody named top 5 best receivers. Man, that's not going to be hard to do. All you got to do is just, I mean, come on, man. It's going to be Jerry. It's going to Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Terrell Owens. You start with those 3 and then you just work your way down from that point. Those are the top 3 right there. Okay. All right. Okay. Straight up, T.O. Like I said, T.O., Randy Moss. It ain't hard. Jerry Rice. That's 3 right there. Then that's when you start. Your bias is going to start showing after those 3. That's when your bias is going to start showing. All right. After you say those 3. Then you're going to show your bias. You're going to show what team you like. You're going to throw one of your guys in it. Okay? Raider fans are going to throw in Tim Brown. They're going to throw Tim Brown in. You know, Cowboy fans are going to throw in Michael Irvin. You guys, I know what y'all going to do. Them top 3, they ain't going nowhere. After that, then that's when your bias is going to kick in. All right? All right. MC Raider with the $5 donut. What's going on, man? Keeping it real. That's what I do, bro. That's what I do, man. That's what I'm here for. Okay? I'm out here smoking this nice cigar, and I'm keeping it real, bro. That's what we do. All right. Straight up. All right. Should we have fought to get to Stephon Diggs? No, Stephon Diggs got a big-ass contract. He got a 3-year, $65 million deal. I'm telling you, man, and he dating Cardi B, man. I mean, Cardi B going to be at them stadium games, bro. I'm going to be laughing, bro. She going to be the Taylor Swift of Boston is going to be Cardi B. I'm going to be rolling, bro. I'm kind of cool. All right. Miss Patrice is rolling. Okay. Glad we keep you laughing, Patrice. All right. Ready to try anything on Renfro yet? Nah, I haven't heard anything on Renfro, bro. Not a word. Not a peep. Not a peep, dog. Maybe they're finalizing something. I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard he left the building. I haven't heard a word, bro. I've heard nothing. So, but I'm waiting to see. Okay. Whittington Thomas said Tom Telesco is stamping wrists at a music park. He's at Busch Gardens. He's at Marriott's Great America, y'all. He's at Disneyland. He's at Magic Mountain. Okay. His name tag says Ask Tom Telesco on it right here, dog. Okay. This shirt is still valid. I'm still busting. I'm still going to be wearing my AP shirt. I'm still going to be doing what I do because I was right. All right. Straight up. Okay. All right. Y'all talking them cigars. Make sure you guys check out the cigar content on this channel, bro. I don't get compensated for YouTube demonetize all tobacco content. But go and check out my Cigar Talk video show, bro. Go check that out. All right. Okay, straight up. All right. Geno Smith still has not been signed yet. There you go. Told you, bro. Something's up. Something's up, man. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Okay. Baker Man Jr. said, I think it's a good fit if he's healthy. We'll see if he's healthy. Okay, Martavius Bryant. I mean, we can keep going on and on and on. All right. Okay, yeah, you talking about the mock draft. Branch, Brown, Rice are the only jerseys I have. There you go. I mean, and all of them are in the Hall. I mean, come on, man. You're keeping Hall of Fame jerseys. Everybody's Hall of Famer. All right. Okay, never what one when he was on my Steelers. You know I didn't like AB. I know you didn't like him. Sarah never liked Antonio Brown. She never did. Okay, she was happy when he was scoring touchdowns, but she didn't like him. Okay, that's facts. That's facts. She definitely kept that energy. Okay, she kept that energy regarding him. All right. Loco Renegade, what's going on, Loke? Loke said, glad his team is not overpaying for any free agent. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, what's the use of having cap money and we don't use it? I mean, I'm a guy who doesn't care about the cap. I'm a guy, saving money doesn't help me on the grass. Saving money doesn't help anybody but the Raiders. It doesn't help the Raider Nation. Spend that money, bruh. I don't care if you go broke every year. I don't care if you spend every cent. I don't care if Mark Davis has to go get a payday loan from the payday place to make payroll. I don't care, bro. I'm tired of us having all this cap space and we don't spend it. We had 105 million last year. We went 4-13. We got 55 million now. Spend the money, bro. What do you think you have it for? What we saving it for? Why we always saving money, bro? Okay, because we cheap. We ain't handling business. Got to spend money to make money. Come on, man. All right, Egalitarian have a history of taking washed up wide receivers from the Steelers. That's true, too. Okay. Maybe there's good reason why we didn't charge. I never want to chase Claypool. Chase Claypool, man. Sarah will tell you, Chase Claypool was so overrated. I used to tell all the Steeler homies on Facebook back at that time, Chase Claypool's better than any receiver you guys have. I'm like, man, Chase Claypool is gonna be a guy who's gonna play good for a year or two, and then he's gonna turn into a whatever happened to. Exactly what he did. All right, straight up. Okay, Melvin Everest, bro, be on point. That's all I do. That's all I do is be on point all day. All right. MC Raider, what's going on? All right. Stevenson, D'Angelo Hall stole some money from the Raiders. I mean, a bunch of people stealing money from the Raiders is what it's for. Matt Schaub stole money from the Raiders. I mean, we can go on and on, bro. Okay, we can go back to Larry Brown if you want to. When the Dallas Cowboys won the Super Bowl and he was a Super Bowl MVP cornerback, he came to the Raiders and stole money from us. I mean, it is what it is, man. When you a sucker, that's what happens. Okay, you an easy lick. That's what happens. You get set up, and it's very easy, bro. Okay, it's all day. All right. Unrated guy, Shaq and Unfiltered Nation. I checked every mock draft, and why Travis Hunter's been skipped over all the way to our turn. I doubt he will be available at 6. Well, man, a mock draft is exactly what it is. It's not a real draft. So, these you got to understand that a lot of these guys like Mel Kiper and some of these other dudes, they have relationships with general managers, but is a general manager really going to tell you what their team's going to do? I mean, just to let you know, no matter what, Unrated guy, I appreciate you posting that up. No matter what you guys talk about last year's mock draft, nobody had Atlanta picking Michael Penix at 8. Michael Penix was supposed to be for us at 13. So that just goes to show you that a lot of these mock drafts, man, these people be giving them false information. Nobody had 10 quarterbacks taken in the first 13 picks. Nobody had that. But so I take these mock drafts with a grain of salt. Okay, yeah, it's pure speculation, like Whittington Thomas just said. All right, appreciate the $5 dono, MC Raider. Chris Collinsworth, yeah, man, horrible. Okay, he kept saying he was going to trade Dak. Man, I can't contract, won't let it. Yeah, man, I mean, who wants a $60 million quarterback that can't stay healthy and can't win a playoff game? Nobody wants Dak Prescott, bro. All right. Okay, yeah. That's what it is. Yeah. That's what we do. We smoke cigars. Straight up. Okay. All right. See what else we got going on. Get rid of some of these people out here. Official Meach, I feel like the Raiders ain't going to get a quarterback this draft. Shit, I don't know why. Pat Swilling was good for the Raiders. He played okay. Swilling played all right for a little bit. Dante Culpepper stole money. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he stole money. He played as good as he could. He was towards the end of his career. Him, Aaron Brooks. But I'll tell you somebody who I wish I had last year, okay, and that was Jason Campbell. Jason Campbell, we would have won some games with Jason Campbell. Jason Campbell was playing solid. He came over and he was a solid Raider. Okay, y'all remember Jason Campbell from the Washington Redskins. All right, straight up. Okay, Maurice Ross. Okay, yeah, Hunter Renfrow needs to be signed. Okay, yeah, Justin Tuck was past his prime. He was all right. Richard Seymour, Hall of Fame. That's it. Like I said, okay, you name, one guy, Richard Seymour definitely came over and lived up to it. Okay, D. Birdie. What's going on, D. Birdie? My nigga D. Bernie in the house. What's going on, D. Bizzle? All right. Okay, I think we should get Jackson Dart. I don't have a problem with getting Jackson Dart. I'd love to get Jackson Dart. Jason Campbell was on point. Come on, man. Jason Campbell, better than Garoppolo and better than Gardner Shitshow. We would have had him. I wouldn't have been complaining. You telling me, okay, we're going to trade Derek Carr and we're going to bring in Jason Campbell. I'd have been like, all right, let's see how that works out. You wouldn't have been hearing no complaining because Jason Campbell was solid. We were just sorry. We didn't have no weapons. You know what I'm saying? Back then, you had Darren McFadden was always, he played good, then he get hurt. Play good, then he get hurt. Nothing consistent, man. Jason Campbell just did not have the horses to help him. But Campbell, ball security, could run, was mobile, had an arm. He didn't have no weapons, bro. He didn't have nothing. He had nothing, dog. Jason Campbell, I would have loved to have Jason Campbell the last 2 years. Okay? Quiet as it's kept, man. Shit. You put Jason Campbell on the Seahawks last year, his numbers would have probably been better than Geno's numbers. Geno led the league in red zone picks last year. If you didn't know, okay, come on, bro. He had 15 interceptions and 8 fumbles. That's 23 turnovers, bro. Jason Campbell didn't turn the rock over like that. I like Jason Campbell. Number 17, he was handling business. And he was a brother. In Oakland. And man, we love that shit. I mean, that was back when we had the black quarterbacks in succession. We had Dante. See Dante at the clubs in Oakland. Dante, Aaron Brooks, Jason Campbell. Man, we had 3 or 4 black quarterbacks in a row, bro. I was like, okay, man, Oakland, Oaktown. Yeah, it's looking very much like Oakland on that football team. Okay, all right. See over here, bro. I'm going to bring up names these other dudes ain't going to bring up. They're not bringing up Tyrell Wilson. You ain't heard nobody mention that kid's name. They ain't mention it. They forgot. Okay? They forgot about him. They're not bringing up Jason Campbell. They're not bringing up these dudes. Okay? Like I said before, bro, over here, we really about that action. When you over here, you're going to be like, oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, I ain't heard that name. Because we real ones, bro. We've been here 51 years, bro. We ain't new booties, okay? At all. All right, Maurice in the house. What's going on, bro? Yeah, he couldn't stay healthy, man. Jason Campbell was a baller. D. Bernie, come on, man. You know I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to tell the truth and shame the devil all the time because he deserves to be shamed. Jason Campbell was a solid QB. Let's just keep it a buck. Jason Campbell played better than a lot of dudes with bigger names for the Raiders. Jason Campbell played better than Jeff George. Remember him? He played better than him. Horrible free agent. He played better than Carson Palmer. Jason Campbell played better than Carson Palmer for the Raiders. Just keep it a buck. No, I'm telling the truth. Okay, Kush Mob said he was valid. Wasn't he? Sub the channel if you haven't subbed the channel. This is what we do over here, bro. This is what we do. We don't just come over here and talk about it. We be about it. Who's talking about Jason Campbell anywhere on YouTube but us? Just us. Okay? All right? 8-0 with Campbell. Campbell was balling, bro. Absolutely on fire out, man. My boy Ant Cuts on here. He come from a Raider family. Back then, man, that's when he was I even went to go see Jason. I seen Jason Campbell in Oakland play a few times, and he was like, Yo, dog, Jason Campbell, nigga, he's killing it, man. Jason Campbell. Jason Campbell played better for us than he played in Washington. And he played pretty good in Washington. That was a dude who I would love to have right now. Hey, man, I'll even go on a limb. Jason Campbell back then, in training camp against Geno Smith right now for the starting job for next year's team, quarterback controversy. Put a 1 in the chat if I'm trailing true. Put a 2 in the chat if I ain't. That would be a serious battle. But then again, Jason Campbell was in his 20s when he was playing for us, and Geno Smith is 34, gonna be 35. Geno would have a problem. Geno would have a problem with Jason Campbell competing for that job. I'm just keeping it a buck, bro. That would be a serious battle. Okay. All right. T. Bernie said Jacoby Ford. Yeah, Jacoby Ford, bro. Jacoby Ford, man, once he got past you, it was over. You wasn't catching Jacoby. Okay. It's just funny. If your name is Jacoby, bro, you fast as shit. Okay. Late great Jacoby that played for the that ran a touchdown back for my wife's Ravens. Jacoby, not Jacoby Ford, wasn't the Jacoby's last name. Jacoby that played for the Ravens, man, and he the kickoff return he ran when they cut the lights off, man. What was Jacoby's last name? Okay, but if your name is Jacoby, you're fast. I mean, your mama named you Jacoby, you're fast. Okay, serious, straight up. There is no, not Kobe, Jacoby. Your name is Jacoby, you're fast as shit. You want your son to be fast, name him Jacoby, bro. Even if you're slow as hell and the mother of your son is slow, you name him Jacoby, he's burning rubber, bro. What was Jacoby's last name? Okay, what was his name? All right, shit. Even Jacoby Myers got wheels. The one we got a Jacoby. We got another Jacoby. We got Jacoby Meyer. He's fast. You're running fast if your name is Jacoby, bro. All right. Okay, straight up, Jason Campbell, bro. Yeah, Richard Seymour's a co-owner. Yeah. All right. Vince Evans. Of course, I remember Vince Evans. All right. Vince Evans, bro, from the Bears. Vince Evans used to come in and handle business. See, Al Davis always gave the brothers the pill. We wasn't like the Niners. The Niners, man, it took them 60 years before they let a black man be the starter. Took them 60 years before they let a black man be the coach. So, like I said, Al Davis always had a brother playing quarterback, bro. Okay? Always, dog. Always. All right? It's just what it is. Yeah, Greg Townsend, bro. Come on, man. All right? Straight up, man. Rod Martin, Greg Townsend, we can just keep going, dog. We can keep going all day. All right. Jacob Soda, what's your thoughts about drafting a guy with character issues? You've mentioned Jalen Carter, but also say you don't want diva receivers. Just curious what you think. I think if you got a person with character issues, and that's what the interview process is for. That's why you interview people. That's why these people, top people, they interview and you get to know the player. You get to talk to him. You get to see where his head is. You get to see what he, you can put him on the whiteboard and give him the pen and tell him to read this defense and what do you see? And you get to interview these players, bro. So as long as you interview them, man, and you feel like, hey, man, this is the program for you, and we know that we're going to be able to be a team that you can come over here and, succeed, clean your shit up, then you're good. But the problem with the Raiders is the character guys had character issues. Those dudes were model citizens when they went to their teams, and then the guys who they thought was the dudes who didn't have character issues wound up being the damn knuckleheads. I mean, come on, bro. I mean, you totally blew the interview. Like, did you not see? You know what I'm saying? Jalen Carter's been nothing but a solid NFL guy ever since his tragic accident, where he was racing and that kid got killed. He hasn't had a problem since. He boy's been in there balling. Okay, Dick Fangio got him playing football. But what happened with our guys when they came over to us? Nah, man, we couldn't keep them. We couldn't keep Henry Ruggs from driving 160 something miles an hour on a damn regular street with his baby mama in the car. We couldn't keep that. We couldn't keep Damon Arnett beating up the damn valets at Aria. I mean, what happened, dude? You said these dudes were character guys. We didn't. None of them were. None of them were. Okay, so that's how I feel about it. You have an interview process, man, and you got to be able to. You have to be able to decipher what that is. Some people just good at filling things out, and some people ain't. Raiders ain't been very good at filling things out. So, like I said, man, you talk about two character guys who had issues, who don't have any problems in the NFL, and Jalen Carter's one of them. All right, okay. You did read online today, Sarah K. Scott, Steelers might trade for Will Levis. Ooh. That opens up a Pandora's box right there. If the Tennessee Titans are willing to trade Will Levis, they're not going to trade their number one pick. They're going to Cam Ward. I think that's a good trade. Sarah, Will Levis just needs to be opportunity to be a starter in NFL where you give him a shot. And I don't know if your organization is equipped for that. You guys don't like being below sub 500 record. I mean, Mike Tomlin's been your coach 17 years and he has never had a losing record. But hey man, it can't be no worse than Mason Rudolph. I mean, I'd rather go with Will Levis. I think that I would make that trade. Okay. D. Burney, Jacoby Ford, 3 kick returns his rookie year, was snubbed for the Pro Bowl as a kick returner. I mean, he was a Raider. It makes sense to me. You know, that's what they were doing. You got to remember who was running the Raiders at that time. Who was alive running the Raiders at that time? It wasn't Marquis Mark. It wasn't Prince Marquis D. That's who it wasn't. Okay. It was that Maverick, the Godfather. Okay. So yeah, man, anything they could to hold us down, they would do that. All right. Yeah, I love Vince Evans. Okay. Yeah, man. Jason Campbell was a baller. That's how you know, man. The next time one of these Raider fans come in and try to act like they smarter than you, see if they know who Jason Campbell is. They be like, who? Campbell Soup? What are you talking about? Like I said, man, some people know and some people don't. See those ones? All those ones in the chat. 111. Okay. Marcus Tuiasosopo. I mean, Tui was the guy that everybody was saying should have been a starter, but every time he started, he didn't get nothing done. He just like Marcus Mariota. They're basically the same. Okay. Oh man, Tui would come in and play good, and Tui would throw an interception. Yeah, but people just wanted. He was one of those players that everybody wanted him to be what he wasn't. He just wasn't the guy. Same with Marcus Mariota. Oh, man, Marcus Mariota, man, he's going to take Derek Carr's job. I said, no, he's not. He's not better than Derek Carr. Oh, man, he just needs a full preseason. He just needs a full offseason. He needs a full training camp. Still didn't take Derek Carr's job. Said Marcus Mariota was not better than Derek Carr. Still to this day, he's not. But you guys wanted Marcus Mariota to be him so bad. Same with Tui. I like Tui, but Tui was a backup. That's what he was. Okay, he was a backup. All right. Okay. Don't start making up Andrew Walton and Matt McGloin. Matt McGloin had heart. He was just too small. Matt McGloin had heart. That kid had heart, but dude, he was minuscule back there, bro. Okay. I mean, receivers used to say, "Hey, man, I can't even see him. You coming out of your break, all you see is the football. Like you couldn't even make eye contact with McGloin. He's too small." Okay. But Matt McGloin is from my boy Chris Leonard's hometown, and so you know that's what it's going to be. All right, yeah, Denarius Moore, Michael Bush. Michael Bush was another person. Michael Bush was big. He just ran straight ahead. I mean, he just north-south, up the gut. Okay, I mean, we can go back to the Napoleons. Okay, Napoleon McCallum, and who? Napoleon Kaufman. I mean, we're the only team in professional football history to have 2 Napoleons on the team. I mean, both of your first name is Napoleon? I mean, really? And both of you guys play running back? Don't tell me Napoleon Kaufman was an absolute monster. I'll kick you off my channel if you say something bad about Nap. You say something bad about Nap Kaufman, I guarantee you I'll block the shit out of you. Napoleon Kaufman, nigga. Don't play. Okay? Do not play with my boy Nap. All right? Beast. Okay? Absolute monster. Yeah, Jacoby Jones. I couldn't think of his name. Rest in peace. One of my wife's favorite players. Okay? All right? Yeah. Yeah. All these Jacobys was fast as shit. All right? Terrell Pryor. Same shit. Sarah don't want to hear this. Sarah, remember the 93-yard touchdown run that he ran against y'all in Oakland? I think me and Sarah was talking on that game. Okay, we were talking on Facebook. Yeah. Terrell Pryor, man, he just couldn't. He had all the tools, man, but he had girl problems, man. Remember when the girl almost unalived him, stabbing him up? I mean, how do you let your girl stab you up, bro? Because she took your car and came from the club and stabbed you up, bro. I mean, I didn't understand that, dog. That didn't make no sense to me. Can't make it up. Okay. Yeah. Stacey Turan, rest in peace. Stacey Turan, solid defender. Stacey Turan, man, he had a couple of pick sixes, a couple of fumble recoveries for touchdowns. Stacey Turan, rest in peace, man. Okay. Yeah, man. Come on, Raider Trey, man. We're from the soil, bro. Jason Campbell needed more weapons than Zach Miller. He needed more weapons. Jason Campbell was a baller. What are you talking about? I would have loved to have Jason Campbell. Man, come on, man. Jason Campbell with last year's Raiders. Are we 4-13? Jason Campbell with the year before with a Devontae Adams running around, bro. Jason, I'm gonna start getting mad, bro. Okay, Joe Flacco and Carson Wentz might be in the mix. Hey, man, Joe Flacco, man, he's out there getting AARP checks, but he can still throw the football, but he ain't running nowhere. Yeah, McFadden all hurt all the time, dog. All the time. The Raiders getting Sanders? Who's to say? I don't know. I think the Giants are going to get him. I think the Giants are going to draft Shedeur. You see that Prime is softening up his hard stance when he was talking about any team draft Shedeur, there's going to be an Eli. Now he's saying we'd be happy with anybody that drafts him. See how quickly things change, bro. Yesterday's price ain't today's price. Shedeur's stock dropped hella far, bro. Okay, straight up. All right. I mean, Shedeur's stock is dropping as fast as my Nvidia stock. My Nvidia stock is just going down the tubes, bro. Going down the tubes. Yeah, Hugh Jackson said, then you read Rodgers won a 1 year, $25 million. I mean, come on, man. That's discount double check. That's Aaron. I mean, what do you think he was going to want? He's trying to get that last little $25 million bag. Okay, trying to tell you, dog. Let his ass sit there. I wouldn't do it. If I was Pittsburgh, I wouldn't do it, dog. You don't want to get caught up in the Aaron Rodgers gaffling contract disputes. Like, he just gaffles everybody. Okay, you're going to be disputing that whether he wasn't worth it, and he's going to be disputing that he was. All right. Yeah, happy birthday to Derek Carr, bro. The last good quarterback the Raiders ever had, because Geno hasn't even signed his contract yet. Derek Carr still the best quarterback you've had in the past 5 years, still to this day. Okay, all right. Agreed about Jason Campbell, no weapon, straight baller. Dog, I used to be in that stadium, dog, eating my Everett and Jones and shit. Be right there watching his ass. Jason Campbell was balling. He doesn't have nobody. You're back there with all the tools to be successful, and nobody's open, bro. Like, Jason Campbell, like, nah. Nothing you can do. I mean, there was plenty of times I saw Jason Campbell throw a ball on a rope. They just dropped it. Oh, yeah, Johnny Lee Higgins. Yeah, Johnny Lee Higgins was good when he was getting punt returns and shit. But we didn't have nobody, bro. Okay. Bruce Gronkowski. Bruce had heart. You know, my boy Jeff Garcia. Okay. Went to school with Jeff Garcia. Jeff Garcia, man, he played good for a little bit. But after a while, turned into everything else. Connor Cook, big guy. Yeah. Tuiaso should have stayed in baseball. Yeah. He was a backup. Tui was a backup, dog. Like I said, Tui was Marcus Mariota before Marcus Mariota. Everybody wanted him to be great, but he just wasn't. Same with Mariota. The Mariota talk used to kill me. How everybody swore in their life he was better than DC, and I would just laugh and said he's not. And man, then it got to the point, man, they're just hating on DC. I mean, hating on Marcus Mariota. Man, they're hating on him. So they ain't hating on him, dog. Man, the man can only throw the ball up the seam. He couldn't throw outside the numbers. That was the problem with Marcus Mariota. We had back on, that was when we were on Facebook, man. Had my boy, man, my boys that were from Tighten Ups. They used to tell my boy Joey Watts. He's on here too on Facebook. He comes on on YouTube. He comes on here. My boy Tighten Up Joey Watts. When I said Marcus Mariota can only throw the ball up the seam, he can't throw outside the numbers, he was like, Shaq, you know exactly what you're talking about, bro. How do you know that? I said, because I watched the entire NFL. He couldn't throw outside the numbers, bro. Them out routes. Mariota couldn't make that happen, but you want to throw him up the seam, he could throw up the seam. Throw the center of the field all day. But outside those numbers, when you got somebody running a dig route to the outside, you want somebody to throw something to you need somebody to throw it to the sidelines to try to get that out of bounds, to get that quick out. Nope. And that's why he did. That's why he's where he is now. And then he had a chance to start again with the Falcons. What did he do? Desmond Ridder took his job. Ridder me this and Ridder me that took his job. Come on, man. Let's not do this. All right. Napoleon Kaufman was a monster, a problem. Nap Kaufman was so smooth, bro. Let me tell you, you younger cats, or you cats that didn't get a chance to see Napoleon in live inside the Oakland Coliseum, bro. Every time Napoleon Kaufman got the football and he hit the edge, you would hear the whole crowd go, man, tell me I'm lying. Raider Trey. Bill Holloway, okay? You know, anytime Napoleon got in coverage a little bit, he got past the first line of defense, we were, you would hear that, because he can go yard any time, though. Anytime that he was in where those linebackers were, we were holding our breath because we said, he almost broke it. Oh, he almost did it. And then when he did, pew, gone. Absolutely gone. Okay. Salute to Napoleon Kaufman, bro. Loved him. All right, Michael James, thanks to Penn's. Eric Carr got hurt. Oh, yeah, Donald Penn. Donald Penn was too busy running around clapping all the girls in the Bay, bro. That's what he was doing. Okay. Clapping all those girls in the Bay, man. That's what he was doing. D Penn, that was Chucky's boy. That was Chucky's boy, you know. And Penn, man, I don't even want to talk about it, man. Sarah says, please don't remind me. Yeah, I know, Sarah. I know. Okay. Capio says, why do you think Greg Townsend's not in the Hall of Fame for some reason? Okay, let me put it to you like this, Capio. Why isn't the judge in the Hall of Fame? Lester Hayes. Why isn't Jim Plunkett in the Hall of Fame? Why did Ken Stabler have to pass away to get in the Hall of Fame? Why did Cliff Branch have to pass away to get in the Hall of Fame? That's your answer. That's your answer. Steve Berline. Well, shoot, I can go back further than that. Okay. All right. Rusty Hilger. You guys don't even know. You don't even know that one. You're like, Rusty Hilger. I don't recall him. Yeah, dog. Rusty Hilger. Let's go back. David Hum. Yeah. Bill, Raider Trey. We're really killing them now. David Hum. Rest in peace. You can come over here and learn something. Telling you, man, you skinny jean wearers of the nation, man. This is where you come so you don't be as you won't wear your jeans as tight when you come over here, bro. You'd be like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't wear them so tight. Where people can actually can see my skeleton, bro. Maybe I should wear them a little bit bigger. We're going to get you guys into them comfortable 501 sooner enough. Okay, we're going to make you guys put them skinny jeans now. You guys are already wearing our Jordans already. Don't act like you don't dress like us now, because you do. All you 20-somethings, you dress like your pops and your uncle and them. You do, because those are our shoes. Okay? Y'all killing yourselves for the brick-by-brick Jordan 4s. Jordan 4s came out in 89. Let's just keep it gangsta. That's a 1989 shoe. And you guys were killing yourselves for them. Yo, daddy's shoes that just happen to be orange. So they don't act like y'all don't dress like us, because you do. All right. Let's keep it gangster. All right. Justin Saw. Okay. 12 Pryor. Yeah, against Steelers. 93 yards, bro. Okay. Big swings, big misses with Jamarcus and Haywood Bay. I don't even want to talk about Darius Haywood Bay, bro. I remember, man, when we drafted him, everybody was in Oakland. Everybody was like, man, his name is Hayward. And he's in the Bay. He's going to be an all-time great. Because his name is Hayward Bay. That dude, all he did was run straight, open as hell, ball flying to him, hit those brick-ass hands, bruh, and that would be it. See, Darius Haywood Bay caught the football with his chest. He caught the ball like this. He didn't catch the ball with his hands and fingertips. He caught the ball hit him in his chest, and he trying to hold on and shit. Just fast, bro. That's it. Just fast. I mean, are we running in the Olympics? Because if we were, we might have a chance. But you getting open and we throw you the ball, here's David Harry every time, bro. Bam. All the time in Oakland. All the time in Oakland, bro. Got us all hyped up. Maybe he'll catch it this time, dog. But no. Okay. All right. Trade AOC for a first. Yeah, you're laughing at that. You're laughing at your own jokes. Okay. Yeah. Derek Carr's still the best quarterback we've had. Okay. Johnny Miramontes, Devin White will be an average to slightly below average. Now we're getting people that are telling the truth. Johnny Miramontes is telling you the truth. These dudes are running around, bro. Really. They're really running around in a lace bra set. Come on, bro. Slightly below average. I'm done giving the Raiders the benefit of the doubt. Show me you could be competent consistently. They haven't done it. I mean, the last time that I had a competent team, Al Davis was walking around in them sidelines, bro. All right, you already know. Too many unknowns. Okay. All right, yeah. The Ask Tom Telesco shirt is still valid. It's still valid. That's why I got it on. Just to let you guys know, this is the guy that put you in this position. This is the guy why Spillane isn't here. This is the guy why Chasen isn't here. This is the guy why Merrick is not here. This is the guy that why Hobbs isn't here. This man right here. Ask Tom Telesco why your team is in shambles. Ask him. This is the guy why you don't have Josh Jacobs. Always going to be valid. I'm always going to wear it just to remind you. All right. Okay. Yeah, Jeff Hostetler. I didn't like Jeff Hostetler with the Raiders, dog. I liked him when he was with the Giants, but came to the Raiders, he was all right. But he was better than Mark Wilson. He was better than Jay Schrader. Those are guys I absolutely hated. And you know what? It's not really their fault. I think, you know what, man? Shaq got to be honest, because that's just me. The reason why I was mad at Jeff Hostetler was because he wasn't Plunkett. All those dudes were after Plunkett, bro. After Plunkett, we had Jeff Hostetler. We had Jay Schrader. We had Mark Wilson. We had who else did we have during that time, man? Todd Marijuanovich. Not Maravich. Marijuanovich. So I was mad because I had quarterbacks and I had Tim Brown, James Jett. I mean, come on, man. I had Tim Brown, James Jett, Marcus Allen, Bo Jackson, and I had dudes that couldn't get him the ball. I mean, it got to the point, man, we're still in L.A. We're L.A. Raiders at this time. It got to the point with Jay Schrader. All I wanted him to do was just to hand the ball to Bo. That's all I wanted him to do. Just pitch. Bo didn't really take handoffs. Bo Jackson was a pitch out guy. You pitch the ball to Bo. I'm like, just pitch the ball to Bo, bro. Don't try to be a quarterback, dog. Just pitch the ball to Bo. That's it. That's all I want to see from you, Jay Schrader. Couldn't get nothing done. Nothing. Just pitch the ball to Bo. Move the hell out the way. That's it. All right. Geno signed, not extended. Oh, okay. All right, well. Where is his press conference? What's taking so long? Is Geno Smith still looking for a suit? I mean, what's going on? All right. Got to be a reason why he hasn't had a press conference. We haven't even heard from Geno as a Raider. You haven't even heard from this guy. He hasn't even said nothing. He hasn't been in no interview. Justin Saw, that's why I come to this channel. Yeah. Hey, man, we definitely have a bond over here. Okay. Saw one of the worst injuries in Raider history when Napoleon Kaufman ran the ball, hyperextended his leg. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man, but Napoleon Kaufman, bad boy still. The man is what it is, dog. All right. All right. Yeah, Haas was your guy on 98 Club 98. Yeah, man, I mean, that's as good as he was your guy on a video game, but in real life. Are we ever going to have a cover corner? Haven't heard in many years. That's the Raider way. I mean, you got to sign a cover corner. You got to sign him, bro. Let's not act like Asante Samuel Jr. ain't out there. He's not a cover corner. But did y'all see Asante Samuel Jr. Sr. come out and tell Shannon Sharp that he's greater than Deion Sanders? His numbers are better and he's better than Deion. Deion's not the GOAT. I don't know, man. I don't know if I want Asante Samuel on my team, Jr. I mean, Asante Samuel was a good cornerback, but he's not on Mount Rushmore. Okay. Tyrone Wheatley, yeah. Napoleon McCallum, yeah. Zach Crockett. Zach, my dog. John Ritchie, Zach Crockett. Zach, my dog. You see Zach out at the clubs. Him, Woodson, and Oakland clubs. You went out during that time. Zach Crockett, Charles Woodson, Jerry Porter. Them niggas was in the club, man. Same clubs that I was in. See them niggas all the time. Sup, Woody? Sup? Yeah, we in the club. Especially after a win. Especially after a Raider win. That was the best time to go out in Oakland. When we won, they was in the club. Woodson had his cognac, which makes sense why he has a liquor company now. So all he would do, sit there, swirl that. Woodson sit there, swirl that damn shit. And sit there and stand there. All they go, ah! He just. That's all he did. That's all Woody did. Swirl that cognac like this all night. Okay? Didn't dance with nobody. Didn't none of that shit. Then them girls going crazy. End of the night, Woodson walking out with about 2 or 3 of them, dog. Every night, bro. It's just what it was. Those were the days. Okay? Best cover corner, Lester Hayes. Yeah, he's not in the hall. I wonder why. All right, Tyrone Wheatley. Yeah, he was. Flores. Why did it take so long to get his gold jacket? Yeah, ripped to Rusty Hilger. Ripped to Rusty Hilger. Ripped to David Hum. Ripped to Snake. Greatest quarterback we ever had. Ripped to Daryl LaMonica. Ripped to George Blanda. Okay? All right. TJ Mack, you're the best. I appreciate that. Dan Pastorini. Oh, don't even do that one, Bill. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. We traded Ken Stabler for Dan Pastorini. That's when the old man started losing it. Dan Pastorini came in, played a half a year, got hurt, and then the Shield stepped in and put in his backup by the name of Jim Plunkett. Thank God. Dan Pastorini was there to pass the ball, to hand the starting job to Jim Plunkett. Then we started when we won the Super Bowl. First wild card team ever to win the Super Bowl. Okay. Shit. Dan Pastorini, Kenny King. Yeah, Kenny King was Kenny King, Whittington Thomas's uncle, the late great Arthur Whittington, on that Super Bowl team too. Okay. 1980, Super Bowl 15. Carl Joseph was a hitter, man, but he was too small. Okay. I mean, let's not start bringing up old ass cats like him. Okay. We're not too old, but you know, okay. We start bringing up all these other cats. Okay. All right, man. Yeah, Pete Rose. Yeah, Pete Rose. 47 said he's going to pardon Pete Rose. 47 said he's going to pardon Pete Rose, but he's still not, still have nothing to do with Major League Baseball. But 47 said he's going to pardon Pete Rose. He already came out and said he was going to do that. Yeah, Philip Buchanan, I was just getting ready to bring him up. Okay, rookie season, but tanked after that. Fidel, I remember what the great touchdown Timmy Brown used to say about Philip Buchanan. Philip giveth and Philip taketh away. That's what Tim Brown used to say, because Philip Buchanan would run a punt return back or interception for a touchdown and then give up a horrific touchdown in the wrong time. And that's what he said. Touchdown Timmy Brown said, Philip Buchanan giveth and he taketh awayeth. I mean, come on, bro. Okay. We always had those fast cornerbacks, bro. Remember Stanford Route? Hey man, don't come over here. Don't know your Raider shit. Don't come over here. That's why you see why your boy doesn't get invited to no other channels. Check, why don't you collaborate with this guy and that guy and those guys? I wouldn't collaborate with me either, bro. I definitely wouldn't have me on their show either. I'm like, Shaq just knows too much. Stanford Route ran a 4.2, like a 4.29. Couldn't cover. Philip Buchanan couldn't cover. We can just keep going back. Yeah. Y'all forgot about Stanford Route, but I didn't. Jerry Cash, take Dokie Williams. Yeah, Dokie was a bad boy. Dokie Williams. Okay. Dokie Williams. Bunch of cats, man. Dokie's a guy that you have to know the Raiders during that time to really know Dokie, man. Okay. All right. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, I'm acting with Darius Hayward Bay, bro. Because I was in the stadium. Mad as hell. Okay, mad as shit, man, at this dude. Okay, I remember I saw him out one time with the fellas. I'm like, man, if you guys don't get Darius Hayward Bay out of here, you got him in the club, man. You need to be over there trying to figure out how to catch a football, bro. Okay. All right, shit. Yeah, man. Yeah, Jacob's out of here because of him. All right, yeah, Jeff George. Yeah, White Spytek let them walk. No. Joe said, what Spytek let him walk? Nope. No, that's not true. Nope. You're not going to come over and say that, bro. It's this guy who did it. We had $105 million on the cap all year. And this guy right here didn't sign one person. Who did he extend? He didn't give Max his money. He traded Devontae Adams for a 3rd round pick. He didn't give Josh Jacobs his money. And he signed nobody. Let everybody be free agents. Then you expect Spytek to come in on his first day on the job and overpay 17 unrestricted free agents. I mean, come on, bro. How do you say you're a casual without saying it? It's not Spytek and Brady's job to sign 17 unrestricted free agents when we had $105 million on the cap all year. This guy right here didn't sign nobody to a extension. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6, week 7, week 8, bye week, week 9, week 10, week 11, week 12, week 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and Spytek was supposed to sign all of those damn people. You are definitely on that powder, homie. You have no idea what you're talking about. That is not Tom Brady and Spytek's job to sign all those people when this guy had a job for a whole year. And the only people that he signed were bums. This guy signed Gardner Minshew and didn't sign Josh Jacobs. This guy signed Ritter me this and Ritter me that. What are you talking about? Like I said, bro, it's always one guy who never gets it right. You have no idea what you're talking about. None. And when I made this shirt, it was when Antonio Pierce was asked questions about why aren't you guys doing this? And why aren't you guys doing that? Why aren't you taking care of Max? Why aren't you guys signing Spillane? Why aren't you guys signing signing Merrick to a long-term deal? And he said, ask Tom Telesco. And guess what? You can't ask him because he's fired. What the hell are you talking about? Okay. All right. Yeah, Rusty Hilger. Jeff George was horrible. Okay. I had to go in on you, dog, because you said the wrong shit. All right, Jerry Jones. Never gained Mark Wilson for not being Plunkett. Me too. I mean, it was unfair, Jerry Cash. It was unfair that I was grilling those guys. I was cussing those guys out. I was called out. They were MFs. They were bitches. They were hoes. They were all that shit. I hated those dudes because they weren't Plunkett. The year we drafted, just to let you guys know, the year we drafted Tim Brown. Now, I know Raider Trey's going to remember this, and I know Bill's going to remember this. Winter Tom's going to remember it too, but I'm going to talk to the guys that I've known the longest. I was so excited when we drafted Tim Brown because I said, man, we're going to have a Heisman Trophy back offense. I said, we're going to have 4 guys. I was running around talking shit. We're going to have 4 Heisman Trophy winners on offense. 4 Heisman Trophy winners on our offense. Plunkett, Marcus Allen, Bo Jackson, Tim Brown. That's all I was saying when we drafted Tim Brown. Oh, man, we're going to have 4 Heisman Trophy winners on offense. Mark Wilson, Plunkett, out the building. That's why I hated him, because I didn't get a chance to see my 4 Heisman Trophy winners play in the same backfield, play on the same team. I didn't get a chance to see that, bro, because of Mark Wilson. I was mad. But that would have been history. I mean, I don't think nobody ever had 3 Heisman Trophy winners, because we had 3 of them on our offense when Tim Brown was there. Tim Brown, Marcus Allen, and Bo Jackson. But I wanted Plunkett to play another year, bro. Yeah, Rocket Ishmael. Yep. Yeah, we finally got Devin White, man. Yes, Nap Cotman did rush for 225 yards against the Broncos. But also, Raider Trey, remember that game? Chucky's greatest game as a Raider. John Gruden's greatest game when he was with the Raiders was when he was there the first time in Oakland when we beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 45-0. You remember that game? Remember that game, Raider Trey, when we shut out and you know, I think a year later, that's when the old man traded them to Tampa. When they came to Oakland and we blew them out 45-0, and Napoleon Kaufman had that 80-something yard touchdown run, and the field was muddy, it was wet, and we busted their ass 45-0, bro. That was beautiful. Okay, beautiful. All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Asante Samuel off the hook. Okay. All right. Charlie Garner, another dude. Terry McDaniel should be in the hall. Rod Martin should be in the hall. Okay. Oh, Outlaw on the line. Man, we had too many ballers, bro. We don't want to talk about our defensive backfield who could have been in the Hall of Fame. Jack Tatum's not going to get in because of that hit that he put on Darryl Stingley. He's not getting in. The assassin didn't get in because of that. All the assassin did was take out guys. Ask and the homie George Atkinson. I can go on and on and on and on. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Get these guys out of here. All right. Okay. All right. Hold on, man. Let me switch to my chat filter to all comments. I know I'm missing people. All right, that's better. All right. Yeah. See, I keep forgetting to do that when Thomas keeps forgetting to switch it. Okay, let me go back a little bit because I'm missing a lot of you guys. Okay. All right. Philip Buchanan. Yeah, you had a Philip Buchanan jersey. Wow, I never seen one of those. Stanford route. Yeah, Fabian Washington. Ron Brown. Okay. Yeah, man, Pete Rose. You said Pete Rose was about his money. Still great player, bro. All right, still the hit king. Michael Huff. I hated Michael Huff. Michael Huff had that 24 on. I'm like, dog, you ain't even living up to it. Michael Huff wasn't living up to that 24. Mike Mitchell. Yeah, Fabian ran a 4.27, but he couldn't cover. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he would get burnt toast all the time. Yeah. Okay. Yes, sir. We had a bunch of guys. Nnamdi Asomugha. What happened with him? Man, back when we franchise tagged Woody for 2 years and we didn't have the money, I legitimately didn't have the money to pay Woodson, and Woodson left, man, all these Raider fans was talking shit about Woody back in the Bay Area. Man, F Woodson, man. Man, he don't want to be a Raider, man. He should just take a pay cut. I'm like, why should he take a pay cut, bro? He's been taking a pay cut. Oh, man, we got Nnamdi. We don't need him. We don't need him. Remember, Bill? We don't need him. Nnamdi, man. Nnamdi. I'm like, Nnamdi is going to get exposed because Woodson isn't out there. And what happened? He got absolutely cooked. He got absolutely fried, died, laid to the side. Then he left and went to the Eagles, took a big-ass contract, and went over there and got toasted. Then went to the Niners and went over there and got toasted. Can't make it up. What a good cigar, man. All right. All right. Okay. Yeah, we're going to see. All right. David Chappelle in the house. What's going on? All right. Okay. All right, let me get this Speedo wear off my shit. Okay, let me get this guy out of my shit. All right. Okay. Yeah, we had a perfect team in '85, man, but we got our asses whooped. Got our asses whooped. Yeah, you know. Okay. Plunkett, you know. Plunkett got hurt that year, man. We just couldn't handle business. Okay. Yeah. Give Champ the sign, practice squad guys. Yep. Straight up. You already know what it is. Okay. All right, man. Devin White's trash. Yeah. He played like trash the last couple of years. Yeah, I love Wheatley. Yeah, 49-14. Yeah, McFadden and Michael Bush did go off, but it wasn't better than 63-21. That's the greatest game I've ever seen in my life. That was the greatest Raider victory I've ever seen. That's not a Super Bowl. I mean, it was really 63-7 until we benched our guys and they scored 2 garbage touchdowns. We beat the brakes off of them, dog. All right. 4 hours to get home from Seattle. Hey, Bill, you know what you might need to do is pull off and get you something to eat. Pull off, man. Wait for that traffic to die down. Yeah, Andy Anderson. Do I remember Grady Jackson? Yeah, I'm friends with Grady. Grady's a homie. Grady Jackson's a friend of mine. Yep. Yep. Yeah, Lester should have been in. Yep. Soul Patrol without question. Okay. Eric Allen finally getting in. Salute to E. Allen. Okay. All right. Tavion Branch. Yeah, he's another guy. Rod Woodson, Hall of Famer. Don Mosbar. Yeah, I mean, you talk about guys like that. Okay. You start saying people like Dan Mosbar, they ain't even know. You start mentioning people like him. Okay. Straight up. Swerving Mervin Hernandez. Okay. He didn't put his last name on here. Okay. Cowboys, hey man, Shane, Cowboys are going to do what they do. They're only going to go as far as Dak takes them. All right. Went to that playoff game, 86, Raiders and Pats, Sam Seal fumble, heartbreaking. I mean, there's a lot of that. Okay. Yeah, Justice Side. You remember that game, 45-0. Greg Popper. Straight up. Yeah, Grady Jackson's a homie, man. That's the homie, bro. Willie Gault's a friend of mine, too. Okay? Willie Gault's a homie. All right? Yeah, Ted Hendricks. Not Hendrickson, Ted Hendricks. All right, y'all, man. Is it taco time? Yeah, it's 5 o'clock, man. It's taco time, bro. Time for your boy to go get those tacos. Hey, time to go kind of asada, man. Let me go over there and make that happen. All right? So, you guys, man, as far as Devin White's concerned, I think it's good. It ain't great. All our you got Chester McLaughlin. That's what you mean, Chester McLaughlin, good player. Yeah, Anthony Smith. I didn't want to get in. There's Darryl Russell. There's certain dudes that I know more than them on the football field. There's certain guys, man, that I know too much that I ain't gonna even say on here. All right. So let me go get this going, man. Devin White, this has to, like you said, Bill. If it was 2 years ago, but we'll see, man. He's a reclamation project. Hopefully we didn't pay too much for him, or we're not going to pay too much for him. And we'll find out, man. All right. Yeah, Thomas Howard, rest in peace. Well, we lost some guys, man. Definitely. All right. Oh, XM says a 1 year, $6 million. Okay. I feel a lot better about it. Then, Bill. If it's 1 year, $6 million, it's kibbles and bits. So we still got $49 million on the cap. What are we doing? Ready to trade at 45-0. That was an ass whooping. That was beautiful. And I wasn't in the house for that game because it was raining. It was really bad weather that day. But I will say this: when we were watching the game on TV, I was just hoping that they can keep that 0. Okay. Says, who's my favorite Cowboy player of all time? Tony Dorsett. Dorsett. Monster. Tony Dorsett. Yeah, McLaughlin was a beast. All right, man. Love all y'all, man. Time for me to go get some tacos. And well, you never know, man. I might be coming back later if I hear that news that number 13 is back in the building. I will be back. Okay. Matthew Check and Filter.